Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello, and we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. This is one of my most favorite videos. Real quick, I want to thank Christina. I don't want to mess up her last name. I'm going to go with thank you, Christina, for sending me this amazing deck that we will be using in the channel today. This is the Universal Oracle cards. I'll have her link in the description box. Super beautiful pictures, messages, really cool cards, expansion, intuition, and there's a little message on each of the cards, and they have like a rainbow. So I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen. All right, anyways, but super beautiful cards. We will be using them, so I want to give a shout out to Christina. Thank you so much for sending me those, and beautiful artwork that is created by her as well. So we have 3 piles today for you guys. We will be doing letters and charms too. I wanted to add that. So for pile 1, I have this beautiful mandala etched palm stone. Pile 2, I have this really awesome antique skeleton key. And pile 3, we have this little owl here with these 2 little onyx eyes. So go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you could just have a really busy week, or you could have a message in another pile that you needed to understand. So feel free to watch more than one if you feel guided to. The timestamps will be in the description box below. So sometimes if you're having a hard time deciding, you can just look at the timestamps, and the numbers sometimes may help you. So yeah, you just open the description box to the timestamps, click on your timestamp, and it'll take you right to your spot in the reading. So again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I will leave these up for a moment, and then I will see you at your pile. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends. For pile 1, you guys picked this etched mandala. We are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, and all kind of aspects of life, including love, will be in here too. So I always like to start with the tarot. So your guys' tarot, we had the Queen of Materials and the Page of Materials, which is the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So definitely a week of abundance, possibly some finances or financial gain coming in that you may have not expected, but something new and tangible, like very, very solid with this Page of Pentacles coming in conjunct with the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is very abundant energy. It's very secure, nurturing, Mother Earth kind of energy as well is here. So there may be a need to connect with the earth, or feeling like very connected in nature this week as well. But overall, with these 2 cards together and the energy that I'm kind of feeling, I just feel like kind of almost lucky. I think I remember some of the cards I pulled out. They were all just very, we'll get to them, but I was like, oh wow. So it really reiterates this message of just maybe possibly some money coming in that you weren't expecting. We always love that, right? I don't get that a lot in my readings, but this is a lovely message. But just a solid, grounded week. Again, this feels very unexpected, whatever this is. It does feel very monetary to me, like financial abundance kind of coming in, or a gift, something like that. All right, that's weird. Someone may inherit some land. I don't know where that came from, but I've been getting the weirdest messages. So someone may inherit some land this week, or a piece of property that you weren't expecting. Kind of thing, or a piece of property could be given to you. Anyways, okay, let's keep going. We may touch back up on this. So you guys had full moon in Sagittarius, which we're in Sagittarius season as I'm recording this. This is a timeless reading, but we are in the energy of Sagittarius, energy of expansion here. So on this card, it says, see the bigger picture. So there may be a need to step back in a situation this week where you kind of look at the whole instead of being like so focused on the details. You know, sometimes we get caught up in like every little thing being perfect that we forget to kind of expand out and see the whole picture. And not every little thing has to be perfect along the way. Like if you really focus in on someone's like kind of painting, you know, even like the masters, like you just look at one section, you'd be like, this is just a mess. But it takes stepping back and seeing the whole picture to really see the beauty in it all. So if you find yourself being like, you know, caught in life or a moment or a situation, you're like, this is just a big mess. Can you take a step back and look at it like objectively as a whole? And you may see that, oh, okay, it's really not that big of a mess. It's just a little hiccup in the road, but the bigger picture, it'll be okay. So that's kind of how this message is coming in for you guys. Just like a reminder to like not get so caught up in making everything perfect. And that kind of goes with this earth energy. Virgo is tied up in earth energy and they have a tendency to be very perfectionist. So yeah, just stepping back and looking at the whole. Also, with Sagittarius coming up, I feel like somebody could be also looking into travel, like expanding themselves, like out of themselves, getting out of their comfort zone, or you're maybe feeling pushed or guided to step outside your comfort zone as well. Next, you guys had starting fresh. So a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in your life. So there's definitely going to be some newness, some freshness coming in, where I was kind of feeling that being pushed to do something new, to change. You know, this Page of Pentacles can represent something new being brought to you as well. So there's definitely something new coming in. The magnitude of that is probably going to be different for everybody. Next, you guys had the blue heron. It says, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval for others. So this is very much of like trusting yourself, trusting your inner knowings, regardless of what people say. You know, not everyone's going to understand everything you want to do, and you also don't need to make them understand. If you feel right about something, you know, you really are being guided to go after that. If that's a fresh new start where it involves expanding, you know, possibly a business, you know, with this Pentacle energy, go for it. Like the energy is really supporting that for you guys this week. Next week, you know, you guys had abundance. So yeah, it fed into this generosity, giving variety. So this is a week of abundance. You know, I've been talking a lot about financial abundance, but abundance can look in a plethora of different kind of ways, right? It doesn't always have to be monetary. Abundance can be, you know, someone giving you something that you needed. That's abundance. Feeling abundantly happy. It's a lot of something. So you are in the energy of abundance, and that is favorable. Again, but I do feel like a lot of you guys, it's monetary or something like that, financial or investment kind of paying off. Next, you guys had tuberose, desire. Be certain where you place your passion. So this is a reminder that are you really focusing in on the things that you want this week, or just in life in general? It kind of goes with this blue heron message about really, you know, standing up and doing what you need to do. Like, where is your desire pulling you? Where is that spark from within pulling you? And make sure that's where you're placing your passion, your intentions, those kind of things, because that's where this like abundance is kind of key. As you tap into those, again, inner sparks, those breadcrumbs from the universe, if you will, those inner pullings, that's when you start like following your soul's journey, your soul's path, and that's when things unfold in a very abundant way. All right, next you guys had, oh yeah, so this is why I was like, yes, this message. So the clover, this is a very lucky thing. So a stroke of luck, serendipitous kind of events going on with the clover. I mean, most of us know what a four-leaf clover is. It's lucky. It's very lucky. So this is just a lucky week in abundance, possibly finance, career kind of luck here. Okay, so next section is on love. So I'm going to expand this section a little bit, and then we'll do letters and charms. So I did pull tarot cards this week for the love section. So in love, we have a 9 of Cups and a 3 of Wands in reverse. So together, this feels like there's going to be something fulfilling your life, possibly romantic, but love comes in lots of forms. But you won't be waiting anymore. This could be something that you've been waiting on for a while, waiting for that ship to come in, so to speak. So it's showing up now. This desire, this dream, this something that fulfills you in such a way, because 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. It's like a wish being granted, and you no longer have to wait. So that's coming in with love. And then oh, you guys got the pregnancy card. So for some of you guys, be mindful if that's something that you want. Queen of Pentacles can represent that as well. So some of you guys could be getting pregnant. If that's not something you want, be mindful of that. But pregnancy is also new beginnings. So you have to look at that. You guys had this fresh start, this new start. So it can be birthing a new idea, birthing a new creation. It doesn't have to be so literal as, you know, technically a baby. So on the card, it says exciting goals and new developments. So when this comes to, you know, love and relationships, or it could be something moving to the next level, a new development, a new phase of life in your romantic love connections. The shadow side of this card, it says stress and difficulties in projects, which the rest of this, I don't feel like that's something you need to be concerned about. But if you are having a hard time like tapping in, it's because you aren't listening to your inner voice, your soul, so to speak. So if you find yourself, in a creative block, just kind of take a step back, do something that you love, enjoy, that you find like happiness in, and then allow that stuff to flow. All right, so I'm gonna pull messages from the different zodiac elements. So this is if you're dealing with something, someone, it's what they'd want to say. So I'm gonna start with Earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if you're dealing with one of those, dealing with the Earth sign, this is something they'd want you to say or want you to know. So Earth sign for pile 1. Woo. It says, will you marry me? Will you be the one I spend the rest of my life with? So they're curious if you're someone that they would marry. All right, so those dealing with a fire sign. So this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which you guys did have Sagittarius here. Those of you guys dealing with a fire sign. Woo. I'm watching you, so they're keeping an eye on you. Those dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. What do you want from this love? And those dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, what do they want to say? We have to heal from the past before, or our past before we can come together. So those are the messages, love messages from the different zodiac elements. And let's move into your letters and charms for this week. So I always like to start with the zodiac dice. So this could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Pisces. So anytime Pisces pops up, I'm always reminded that this could be a very spiritual week. Also, dreams are going to be very important this week. You could be getting messages, inspirations in your dreams. So pay attention to those. Or you could just be dealing with the Pisces, or you could be a Pisces yourself. The house focus this week is house number 3, which is all about communication. So communication, I feel like, again, messages in your dreams are going to be important. This is ruled by Gemini. It also can be about siblings, things like that. But communication is the big marker for the house 3. So communication is going to be important this week for you guys, either from you or to you. All right, let's pull some letters. So this can be someone's initials, it can be a place, sometimes it spells out words. Let's see, pile 1's letters for this week. All right, so we have an R, a Z, a J, another R. We have an A, V, Y, yeah, jazzy. We have a B and an A. So we did have 2 A's, okay. So those are your letters. Don't worry, I will hold them up soon. Let's pull some charms. So for pile 1, what else do they need to know about their week? What do they need to focus on? Let's see, pile 1. A lot of things. Okay, so we have sweet and laugh. So a lot of sweet laughter coming in. We have want and star, which just kind of feels like that in your love, you guys had that 9 of Cups. So I feel like a wish coming true. We have the world globe, so it always reminds me of travel when I get this charm. So, you know, I had that Sagittarius like push to expand. We do have this Eiffel Tower, so there could be a French connection. Here we have a butterfly, so something could be transforming. If you've been feeling like stuck for a while, you could be coming out of your shell or out of your cocoon. This week we do have another tarot card. We have the moon, so which is another Pisces card, another Pisces thing. So possibly some things ending or some hidden truths coming to light. We have believe here as well. So there might be a need to take faith in something this week and just believe that it will, even if you can't see it. We do have these little love glasses, so you'll be seeing things through the lens of love or seeing loving things this week. We have the Lepus constellation, which is the hare, which is always, oh, we have a letter in there. We have a U wanted to come out, okay. But this is always like a nod to the star seeds that are watching this, or if you feel like you may be a starseed, that might be something to look more into. But the hare, which is a rabbit, also is a sign of abundance, also can be a sign of fertility. Keep that in mind. We do have this little helicopter, which is kind of like the seeing things from a higher angle, seeing things from a bigger picture. So there, again, you're getting another message about, removing yourself from being so focused in on something and try to see the bigger picture of it and possibly look through it with a believing, loving eye. We have this little starfish, so possibly some of you guys could be doing something with the ocean this week. Also, this feels like again wishing on a star, so a wish coming true. We have this crown here, and this always reminds me of like treating yourself, like treat yourself kind of vibe here. Treat yourself like royalty this week. Take a moment for self-care. Also, some of you guys could, if you're like on a spiritual journey, could be getting some crown activations this week. So pile 1, there are your charms. If they have other meanings to you, please take that. Sometimes you guys have a totally different meaning to something. Please honor that always. I'm not going to be able to pick up on all of it. But there are your letters and charms and what you can expect for your week. So I'm super excited for you guys for whatever this surprise abundance is. But as always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. For pile 2, you guys picked the skeleton key, and we are going over what you can expect this week and general things, and there will be a section on what to expect for love this week as well, and letters and charms also. So with you guys picking the skeleton key or being drawn to this pile with this key, it makes me feel like there will be stuff unlocking for you this week. Maybe a door that's felt like you've been trying to get through could be unlocking this week, so things could be opening up for you. Possibly some people, like some secrets coming out with the skeleton in the closet kind of vibe with this key as well. But then, okay, so there are some messages with your key. All right, let's start with your tarot for the week. Oh yeah, you guys had the Emperor and the Hermit. So very, very contrasting energy here. So that could be a theme of your week, of feeling things in contrast, feeling things like almost like a push-pull. So with the Emperor, that tends to be like building your empire, a little impulsive, very bold and out there. Then we have this Hermit, which is all about going within, introspection. So that's what I mean by this like outwardly energy and this inwardly energy. So you may find throughout this week, it might be like even throughout the day, you might feel the need to, put yourself out there, and then at the same time, shortly after, feel the need to retreat. And both are okay. So there may be needs to be a little more bold, but also moments where you need to go within and be, a little more reserved. And I'm hearing honor them both. And there's nothing wrong with having that, you know, push, pull, hot, cold kind of energy for yourself. This does feel very self-focused, so I don't really necessarily think this is energy that you're going to be feeling with other people or getting from other people, but some of you guys could. But this feels very self-focused. With the Emperor ruling the first house, it's all about self. So it just feels like this overlining, you know, really impactful but also introspective week with the Hermit. There also could be some inner healings going on. Maybe some of you guys being more bold could help you heal parts of you that maybe have been insecure or lacking confidence. And hand in hand, you'll kind of be healing those inner wounds as you put yourself out there a little more. Want to give a nod to Aries and Virgo here as well. All right, so let's go on. You guys had new moon in Gemini. Think it through. So with this and this energy, it might be, you might feel the need to be impulsive a little bit at times, but with this Hermit and this card, you might want to think before you act, think before you speak this week. This could be coming in a little bit as quote unquote a warning. The first house, which the Emperor represents, is ruled by Mars. So that's that, you know, fiery kind of energy coming in. So if you find yourself like wanting to like, you know, it might be a good point to like stop, think it through, go within and be like, do I really want to say this? Is this really true to who I am? Be mindful of those kind of energies. Gemini getting a nod here as well, which is all about communication. So communication could be a big point for you guys this week as well. But make sure you're thinking things through before you speak them. So maybe you don't need to be so out there when it comes to being vocal. You guys had accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So there could be a need to let go of some expectations around a situation that you're dealing with, and just really allowing it to be what it is. Finding peace and accepting it for what it is, even if it's not how you thought it was going to be or how you wanted it to be or how you wish it could be. There's a lot of peace in accepting things. I feel like someone out there is hearing that and then like, oh, I just have to accept this shitty or this crappy situation. Sorry. I don't mean it that way. Like, if you can do something about this, if there's something in your power to change, then do that. But this is about like things that are outside of your control. You know, and if it really is detrimental to yourself, then maybe you're being pushed to step outside of that and get away from it. I know that's felt like a one-off, but I felt like someone needed to be reassured that it doesn't mean you have to be stuck in crappy situations. If you can have the means and you can, within your control, get out of that. But this is just accepting things outside of your control. You know, like if there was something that failed and you didn't, you know, it's bringing you down, maybe just accept that that's how it was supposed to go and it couldn't have gone in any other way, and it's okay. That's the kind of message that's attached to this accepting. But also accepting yourself too, like standing in your power could be the message for some of you guys, because it does say accept and embrace my inner majesty. So really like leaning into that confidence, not letting those self-doubts creak through, and really accepting yourself for the full beauty that you are, if I can speak. Next, you guys had Tiger. So this kind of goes into this whole message. You are being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. So you might encounter a situation or a person that you need to take the lead on this week, and know that you are capable of doing that. Again, don't let those like little like, or you know, those hang-ups about something being perfect. The Hermit and Virgo can kind of, you know, have a tendency to procrastinate because they want something to be perfect from the get-go. So this is like almost like powering through that. Like, not everything has to be perfect, but you are like a leader in something, and you can really step into that and be bold and be confident, and just remember it doesn't have to be perfect. You got to work through it. But you have the power to do that. All right, next, these are the cards. Those are the Universal Oracle cards that were donated to the channel by Christina. And this is protection. All is well and you are safe. So know this week that you are divinely guided. You're protected by your guides, your guardian angel, your higher self, however you want to view that. We're all a little different. Do what feels right for you. But you are being protected. If you don't believe in that at all, then maybe you're just protecting yourself. But just know that you are safe this week and all will be well. Even if there's stuff that's kind of like bothering you, know that it's all happening as it should, and it's okay, and you're highly protected. Next, you guys had Sweet Alyssum. I'm probably saying that wrong, but clarity. So there's going to be something that's brought in a lot of clarity. That's kind of what this message I was getting, like some information or something unlocking, or possibly some skeletons or secrets coming to light. It says bright paths of understanding will open. You know, again, that door opening to clarity for you guys this week. So something is unlocking, a truth is coming out, and just it's going to help you see things from a different angle. This also could be your own self unlocking with all these messages that are coming in about like empowerment for yourself this week. You guys had anchor. This is another message about being safe and being secure and grounded in where you are. If you felt ungrounded lately, that should be shifting, and you should feel like in your own power and safe where you are. I feel like another message wants to come out for that. Someone may have a thing about anchors in general, or that might be a sign, or a naval kind of attachment here as well. But yeah, so, but you are safe. That is a big message here. If you're feeling very unsafe and not grounded, be mindful if you're overthinking things. Like if we have a tendency to overthink, then we're up in our heads and we're not in our body and in our present moment. So if you're having anxiety and stuff like that, be mindful if it's your thoughts getting away from you, and try to ground yourself in your body and in the present moment. All right, so for love, so your cards for love, oh yeah, you guys had an 8 of Pentacles in reverse and a 7 of Cups. So this is feeling very like you're not really going to have to put work into things, but options are going to be coming to you. So with this, you know, that kind of push-pull dynamic coming in for you guys this week, this feels very like hermit-like. Like you don't have to put so much work into something. I'm hearing take a step back, be a little more receptive, and a lot of options are going to be coming around for love. If some of you guys are dating, there could just be like a plethora of people that kind of show up, but I don't feel like you need to like do much about it. It's like sit back in your power and become a magnet for the things that you want. So this is a week that things are going to be pulling into you. When it comes to love, others of you, if you're in a stable relationship, I just feel like you'll be receiving more than giving this week, which could be a nice shift for some of you. You guys also had lavender. So sincerity, grace, and femininity. So that whole like feminine energy, I'm not necessarily talking about gender, I'm talking about the energy of the feminine energy is to receive. It's to step back, is to allow things in and allow things to happen and not really have to do much for it. Just be open to allowing things to come in this week. Lavender is also, you know, like that stress relief kind of energy. So, you know, if you feel overstressed, possibly work with lavender. That could be a message for some of you guys. But that relaxing, kind of just honoring and sitting back energy. Before I get into letters and charms, I'm going to do messages from the zodiac elements. People tend to love this part, so I'm going to stick with it. So if you're dealing with someone that's an earth, we'll go to earth signs first. So dealing with someone that's an earth sign, this is something they would want you to know. This is in the love section. So, this could, earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, which we had here, and Capricorn. So those in pile 2 that are dealing with an earth sign, what do they want to say? Let's take this to the next level. Okay, those of you dealing with a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what do they want to say, please? Water signs. There's a lot I want to say to you right now. Those dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, hurry up. And those dealing with the air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they want to say? How do you need to be loved? How do you want to be loved? So a question about what your needs are and what your wants are. All right, so let's do letters and charms. I always like to start with the zodiac dice. So this could be someone that you're dealing with this week or the energy of this sign. Pile 2. You guys have Scorpio, so watery energy. Again, some truths could be coming out, coming to light this week. Possibly, intimacy, intimate connections could be important. Some taboo kind of stuff. Or you could just be dealing with a Scorpio. All right, let's see your house focus for this week. Is the 12th house. So this is ruled by Pisces. 12th house could be about spirituality, dreams. So messages could be coming through in dreams. The 12th house is also about closures, letting go, some endings. So there could be some stuff that you're finishing up this week as well. Possibly some cycles. All right, so let's see. 4 letters. So this could be someone's initials. Sometimes they spell words. Feel free to do what you want with them. Sometimes they're locations. Let's see. You guys have an N, an A, a G, nag. Someone could be nagging you. We have an R, an L, a Y, and an F for your letters. So those are your letters. All right, and let's pull your charms. So for pile 2, what else do they need to know about their week? What do they need to keep in mind? Focus on. Oh, we got some more tarot cards here. So you guys have the 2 of Cups and the Star. So Aquarius getting a nod here. So 2 of Cups, a partnership, a loving partnership, coming together in a loving way with this 2 of Cups, soulmate energy as well. And then the Star also can be about healing, healing some wounds, but also just like things unfolding, possibly a wish coming true. All right, so for your chimes, we have the number 6 could be important. So the 6th day after you're listening to this, the 6th of the month, the 6 months is something that could have happened in June, could be coming back up as well. So we have oops. So there could be something that a mistake happens this week. Also, this makes me feel like someone accidentally calls you or messages you. For some of you guys, like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. But I'm hearing like be playful with whatever this oops. Like if you make a mistake in something, it's okay. Keep going. It's all right. We have this little avocado. So something is going to be perfectly timed this week because this avocado looks great. Anyone who eats avocados, you know, it's either too early, perfect for like a small smidgen, and then gone. So with this little perfect timed avocado here, I feel like something is just going to happen in perfect timing this week. Or timing also could just be important for some of you guys. Like I'm hearing don't procrastinate. Don't wait too long because it's something like a deal could go like past its prime. All right, so we have the moon and the star here. So another nod to the star with wishes coming true. This moon being here, your intuition is going to be important this week. Possibly stuff happening at nighttime is going to be highlighted. Dreams also coming in. And pay attention to the moon cycles. Like if you're trying to do stuff around the moon cycles, that could be important for a lot of you guys. We have this little black and white cat here that have a little heart, like their tails make a heart. So you could be coming together with someone in a very loving way this week. You guys could be kind of opposites with this black and white, but the yin to the yang kind of vibe. We do have a love here, so another highlight for love this week. We have this little crab, so I'm hearing maybe come out of your shell, or you might feel the need to protect yourself in something this week. But we do have the peace sign, so overall this should be a peaceful week. Things should be working in your favor. We have this little mushroom here, so some of you guys may be looking into plant medicine, but also like things growing from something. Like mushrooms are amazing. I don't even fully grasp like how amazing mushrooms are, but if you're curious about that, I know there's a lot of, and I'm not just talking about taking mushrooms, I'm talking about mushrooms as in the ecosystem. It's really, really neat. So there's something that is going to be connecting you to others this week with this mushroom showing up, but it's going to feel kind of surprising. because they just seem to pop out of nowhere sometimes. Like, I'll go outside, there'll be no mushroom. The next day, there's like massive mushroom. So, something could be popping up. All of a sudden, this isn't the right color, but Smurfs, like the cartoon Smurfs, might be important to somebody. I don't know. I'm not going to overlook that, but I know they lived in mushroom houses, but I'm just seeing the Smurfs like playing out. So I don't know if that's a childhood memory that's important to somebody out there. And then with this little carrot, so when the carrot comes up, I always feel like you're going to be getting something that you've been wanting for a while. Because typically we see like the cartoons of like, I don't know why I'm referencing cartoons so much today, but where you see like the animal that's walking along and the carrot from the string is dangling, so someone's dangling a carrot. But we have the carrot, so something that you've been wanting or you've been desiring or going after, you're actually going to have your hands on this week. So pile 2, there are your letters and charms. It gives you a little more insight to your week. I hope you enjoyed this reading. This is my favorite. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you think someone else would enjoy this. Comment, even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye guys! Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this awesome little owl pin here. So with the owl represents usually wisdom, knowledge, the truth. So this also could be a week where you could be learning some new things, expanding your mind a little bit, possibly getting some more information on something could be coming in. Owls could just be an important signifier for some of you guys. But cute little guy. Was given to me by my friend Courtney a long time ago. So, okay, someone's name could be Courtney out there that's watching this pile, because I was guided to mention that. So there you go. All right, let's start with your tarot. So for today, we'll be going over, a general look at your week. There will be a section on love as well, and then we'll do letters and charms. So you guys, you guys had the Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to be shifting. This is a week that you should be feeling very much in your confidence, very creative, very almost explosive. Some of you guys could be a little impulsive this week, but things are shifting in your favor, possibly some destined events happening, some fated kind of things, fated interactions as well. Possibly moving through some phases this week. This moon could be important for a lot of you guys, like whatever phase it's in. Just kind of keep that in mind in the next 7 days if there's a big moon event, to maybe plan something around that if you're into that kind of thing. Just looking through this. But yeah, just feeling very inspired, like the light being, or a fire being lit under you this week. There also could be some fated interaction, like meetings. So you could meet somebody that's going to be very pivotal to your life and your life story. Maybe someone that inspires you, or you could be an inspiration for somebody else. Sometimes we get so fixated on what everything means to us, we forget that sometimes we're a blessing or an answered prayer to somebody else, or we are an inspiration. So this could go, that message could go vice versa for you guys. Some of you guys could be meeting someone that's very inspirational. Other of you guys could be meeting someone, or someone could be meeting you or connecting with you that you inspire to help change a lot of things in their life. Very beautiful message with that. All right, next we have you guys have new moon in Aries. Go for it. So you're being really pushed to go for it. More fire energy here. The King of Wands is that fiery energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. As I'm recording this, we are in Sagittarius season. This is timeless, doesn't matter, but the energy behind that is expansion. It's really going after things you want. And I think that's going to be very favorable to some fated things for you guys. But really you're being pushed to go after this thing that lights you up. Just do it kind of vibe. You guys have receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. So you could be getting messages from your guide. Be very divinely supported if you believe in that. Some of you guys, you may be more comfortable with the idea of like a guardian angel or just your higher self. However you want to view it, just know that you're very connected and you could be receiving signs, synchronicities, gifts, messages, downloads this week in a very supportive way. Possibly messages from past loved ones, like loved ones that have passed on. Like I'm hearing look out for feathers, random coins, and dragonflies. And also finding something in an old pocket could be pivotal for somebody, like checking someone's old pockets or your pockets of something. You could find something that's important, that's kind of like gifted, like divinely orchestrated for you to find this week. I just keep seeing someone like reaching in pockets of like an old coat or something and finding something. And I don't know how profound this thing that you're going to find, but something it either brings you a lot of joy, a good memory, or to see someone like smiling and laughing from finding this thing in a pocket. All right. Next, you guys had cat. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over dependency on others. So there may be a need to be mindful about any codependent connections you have. You know, you might need to really step into your own. Think of cats versus dogs. You know, cats can take care of themselves more than dogs can. I'm not trying to have a cat versus dog fight here or anything like that. I love them both. But you have to look at cats are kind of just do their own thing. They allow you to pet them when they want, right? So it's like that energy of being self-reliant, doing your own thing, not to a damaging degree or anything like that, but in a very comfortable, like empowering kind of way. So if you do feel like you've been maybe a little over dependent in areas of your life on other people, maybe look at if you can pull some of that energy and empower yourself to do something. Next we have a card from the Universal Oracle cards that were donated by Christina to the channel. I'll have a link for these. They're really beautiful. You guys got the universe, and it says, "You're not alone, ask for help." And then when you guys had this angel message, so for those of you guys that do believe that you do have a team, a spiritual team on the other side, your guides, so to speak, looking out for you, or even your guardian angel, don't hesitate to ask. They can't necessarily step in a lot because we do have free will and they have to honor that. But if you ask for help, if you ask for breadcrumbs to get, you know, I want this thing, or if you don't know, like something for my highest good, please give me information for that because I feel stuck, something like that. Just know that you are not alone and you can ask for help, and they want to help you, but sometimes we do have to ask for that help. And with this universe too, it makes me just remind that expansion, like things are expanding this week for you guys, like really just growing and evolving too. Okay, you guys had Peony Health. Focus on all parts. I know I said that wrong. Focusing on all parts to make the whole. So there could be a focus on health, possibly getting into some better routines, but all and looking at it as a total package. You know, our health isn't just what we eat or do, it's also what we take in, like digest, so to speak, from the world around us. So there might be a focus on really looking at your life, looking at what that brings in, and is that really healthy for you and your habits this week. Okay, so for your Lenormand, you guys got the snake. So I did pull an extra one just because the snake is typically like a betrayal, like a snake in the grass. Something might not be what it seems. So I pulled a corresponding card because I, you know, was like, okay, well, what do they need to be mindful of? And we had the dog. So the dog typically represents a friend, loyal, something like that. So I'm not trying to, just this word of the wise, and it might not be for all of you guys, or just something to keep in your pocket, that there might be like someone that's being a little dishonest that you thought you could trust. So I'm hearing just be mindful of that. Be mindful of some information, even if it's coming from a trusted person. Whoever told them, it might not be correct. So if you're hearing like a secret or something coming out and you're like, oh, you know, don't just jump on that and run with it. Kind of get some more information. Even if it's coming from a loyal person, they might not be disloyal, but whoever told them or the information, how it came in, it feels like that very like the telephone game where like one person says something, by the time it gets to the end, it's totally discombobulated and, you know, a different message. So be mindful of that. Others of you guys, be mindful who you're trusting with this snake and the dog. All right, well, I'm just going to leave that there. Next, I'm going to move to the section, what you can expect for love this week. So I pulled tarot cards. You guys have a 10 of Swords and a 2 of Swords. So some cycles, some things could be coming to an end around love. It's not always a bad thing. It could be if you're dealing with like a repeated cycle, repeated lesson, that can be coming to an end. But 10 of Swords is about endings. Also could be ending of this thought process that you have surrounding love. We have this 2 of Swords, so there is going to be a need to make a decision when it comes to love this week, or you could be dealing with someone else who's making a decision, and a decision of the heart here, because we have both of these. We have the color green, which is the color of the heart chakra. And these cards are designed to go along with that too. So there could be a decision of the heart that's being made this week. It could be a hard decision or someone not wanting to make that decision, but it's about a choice and it's about a decision here around love that's coming in. You guys also had communication. Oh, there's our telephone. It says good conversations needing to be heard. The shadow side of this card is difficult and vocal expression. So yeah, I'm hearing be mindful of the information that is coming in, you know, like almost like fact checked this thing this week. But when it comes to love, if we're going aside from that, you know, someone could be calling, you could be getting just a really good conversation where it helps you make a choice or helps this person make a choice. But just communication around love is really big for you guys, and cycles ending and a choice. All right, so love messages from the different zodiac elements. So I'll start with earth signs. So if you're dealing with someone that's an earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is what they'd want to say. These are love messages from earth sign for those dealing with that. And pile 3, we have you are the light of my life. All right, for those dealing with a water sign, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, what do they want to say? I know that we're not perfect, but we are perfect for each other. All right, those dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what do they want to say? Why do you keep breaking my heart? And those dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Do you know how divine you are? Do you know how amazing you are? So those are the love messages from the zodiac elements. And now we're going to move to letters and charms section of our reading. All right, so first I'd like to pull a zodiac dice. This could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week or the energy of this sign. So for pile 3, please, you guys have Gemini coming up, so communication could be important. You could be dealing with a Gemini. I'm hearing or air signs in general. But communication, you guys did have communication here. So communication is really key this week for you guys. And then the 4th house, so your home is going to be highlighted and important this week. So things around the home, possibly redoing some stuff at the home. Again, finding something that you may have thought was lost. I keep seeing pockets of a coat, but I don't know. But it feels like a piece of paper in a pocket of a coat, or a receipt or a message or something. But that message is coming back again that I saw earlier. So it could be something that happens in your home or someone's home. But home is highlighted. So focusing on your home environment this week is going to be important. All right, let's do letters. So this could be someone's initials, spell words, sometimes their locations. Take it how it fits for you. So we have a U, an O, a V, an M, an E, me, an F, and an L. We also have FML. So it could be something that makes you say that this week. We do have, oh, I love this. We have love here. Love. We'll take that over FML. We also have FU on here too. It's always one of my favorite messages. So maybe I need to tell somebody FU this week. All right, so for your charms. So for, oh, there it is. There's been a pin in there that pokes me all the time and I just realized where it was. All right, so for pile 3, What else do they need to know about their week, please? All right. So we have hello. We do have this phone, this communication coming in. So someone could be coming in out of the blue with a hello. We have you're doing great. So remember, you are doing a great job. Keep going. We have this little love with a bow. So, you know, things could be tied up around love. But matters of the heart are going to need some extra care this week. We do have the compass with love will find a way. So you should be getting some direction on things that you love this week. We have judgment for your tarot card. So things coming back to life, some stuff that you may have thought was gone and dead can be coming back alive. This also is about awakenings, understandings, epiphanies. So that's going to be important, but possibly some people from your past, maybe someone that ghosted you could come in and say, hello. What you want to do with that is your choice. And then we have the helicopter. So very literally somebody could be going on a helicopter ride, but overall I like to look at this as seeing things from a higher perspective. If you get caught up in the details or something, or you can't see it clearly, maybe step outside of yourself and look at it from a higher perspective or an outside perspective, or even an objective, like try to pull your emotions out of it and look at it objectively. I also just heard life flight, but I don't want to get too far into that. Also, someone could be dealing with a paratrooper, something like that. So those are your letters and charms, pile 3. That's all I got for you. So I'm going to end this here. As always, thank you guys for spending your time with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you think someone else would enjoy this. Comment, even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out. And thank you guys so very much. And I'll see you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.